Good morning. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Would you please remain standing for a moment of silence? Thank you.
Good morning, Scorpions. It is Wednesday, November 7th, and you are watching SheaTV. All right, events on campus. Tonight, please join us for our final Shea 32 fundraiser. This benefits the Veterans Heritage Project, otherwise known as the VHP. You can come out tonight, and a portion of the proceeds will go to fund this important event for the publishing. So be sure to tell your server when you place your order that you are there to support Shea and the VHP. And speaking of veterans, come out for an amazing evening this Friday night. It's right in our very own media center, starting at 6 p.m. It is a night with the veterans. There will be a short presentation honoring our vets. And in addition, many of our very own Shea students have written, they've interviewed and written pieces about the vets and their experiences. So it's a really great evening that highlights and thanks the men and women that have served our country. And it's a good place to show off and read all the work that our students have done telling about these stories. All right, more meetings on campus. Attention yearbook staff members. A reminder that you have a meeting this Friday from 2:45 to 4 p.m. That meeting is room 511 with Ms. Turley. And be sure to mark your calendars for this Friday for your very important meeting. More events on campus. Next Wednesday is our college day. So we hope everyone, teachers, staff, students will join in and wearing your favorite college gear on Wednesday. And we'll be here to remind you about that. All right, clubs. Many clubs are being held this week. So come join in on the fun. Here are Wednesday's club choices. There's Jewelry Club in the Media Center where we'll be making jewelry. We have Do the Math with Mr. Runyon in room 811. Photography with Miss Erickson in room 801. There's the Gardening Club, but there's the Garden Club, but that doesn't happen until next week. So if you're interested in that, just sit tight until next week. All right, coming up tomorrow on Thursday is Sign Language with Miss Willis. Okay, remember that all clubs are free and all clubs are open to all students. You just need one of these permission slips. And you can pick these up in the media center or from the teacher that sponsors the club that you're interested in. Late buses are provided and all clubs meet from 3 to 4 p.m. You just need that permission slip, like we said. All right, today for I&E, it is a free travel day. So you are welcome to travel anywhere today. Just make sure that you'll be staying there the entire time, with the exception if you are returning a book to the media center or checking one out. And speaking of the library, congratulations to our brand new millionaires. So here are our millionaires. We've got Miranda Sanchez Baca with 1.5 million words. And Audrey Clower with 1.4 million words. Zoe Stein with 1.3 million words. Kinsey Todd at 1.15 million words. And these students, amazing. These students I'm going to call out next. They've read 2 million words. So we've got Colin Grime, and he's at 2.4 million words. And Zane Laurie with 2.3 million words. Okay, and even more AR news. Here are the winners for the genre of the month for October. These kids took an AR quiz in horror or survival and scored 80% or better. So congratulations to Andy Castine, Jay Berry, Brianna Castillo, Joden Letterly, Sophia Lavendusk, Elizabeth Marshall, Tristan McComas, Lucas McCary, Fayho Mahik, Katie Newberry, Brandon O'Laughlin, Drazo Nyazion, Jack Rhea, Anne Richelsall, Marvin Rowland, Alex Sims, Kristen White, Colby White, All right, so congratulations to those kids. If you haven't already picked charity, we have 2 charity drives going on right now. We currently have a food drive going on, so please bring in your canned and your boxed goods to your I&E teacher. That will benefit our local families in need for our Thanksgiving food drive. And we also have our crayon drive, which is ending on November 14th. That benefits the Phoenix Children's Hospital. So the food, please donate to your I&E teacher. The crayons, we have a box right in the media centers to drop off. All right. Lastly, we have sports. We have some long overdue announcements. I'm sorry that I didn't get those on, but we've got some of those to show today, coming right up at the end of SheaTV. I want to say congratulations to all of our athletes, both basketball and softball. They worked really hard on and off the field and had a really tough season, and some successes and some learning curves along the way. So to all my girl athletes out there, please send me your sports updates so I can make these announcements and we can find out how you guys did, and I'll be happy to get you up here too. All right, last up for today are our lunch choices. We've got nachos with meat and cheese, a Sardella's pizza, and a Harvest Pack. That's it for today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
All right, this is the trophy for the first place 7th grade champions of basketball. They beat the world. And we are here to celebrate that fantastic team of 7th graders. So I'd like to introduce to you all 11 players. We'll have them come up and tell you who they are. And this is a hard-working group of guys who really didn't have much trouble because they won most games easily except for one. Let's hear from them now. Come on up, guys.
All right. Name's Colin. I get buckets.
Go. Come on.
My name is Matthew.
Go.
My name is Travis, and I made 2 3-pointers.
My name is Christian.
My name is Sahith. I got shoe game.
And he has no friends.
Yo, what?
Go.
Alright, so my name is Dante, and I was one of the point guards.
My name is Craig, and I got the most points.
I don't know about that.
My name's Joey, and yeah.
I got the most points.
My name is Michael, and
Trees.
cringe.
I'm Caden, and I don't get buckets.
You're the All-Stars for a reason.
I'm Jackson. That's it.
There we go.
Craig was lying. He did not get the most points.
I did.
All right. Hey, congratulations to that team. By the way, you'll have to excuse the donuts they were eating because that is the breakfast of champions. All right. Way to go, guys.
In their final game of the season, the Shea Scorpions hosted Mountain Trail in a basketball doubleheader. The 7th grade kept their undefeated record intact by beating the visitors 42-40. Almost every player scored in the contest. Christian Corver had a particularly good game along with Dante Villa. Meanwhile, the 8th grade cut a 17-point deceit down to just 4 points in one quarter before they ran out of gas for a tough loss. Worth nothing was the effort of Cameron Thompson. The season comes to an end Thursday as the team travels to Pinnacle Peak. The scholar athletes will be announced at the time who will win the important awards. Both basketball teams ended on as high as a note as anyone could expect. The 8th graders easily beat Pinnacle Peak on Tuesday night. What a great way to end off the season and send these athletes off to high school. When it comes to the highlights, though, the night belonged to the 7th graders. Our Shea B-Ballers trampled Pinnacle Peak 55-23 to end off the perfect no-loss season. Thinking back through all the games, there was one really close game, with the rest being blowouts. There were too many stars in the game to mention. Let's just say they are proud to earn another banner for the gym. Congratulations to the superstars of Shea 7th grade champions of the district. They can rightfully join in on the famous Queen song and sing.